Tinker's sort of global anything when he has boots to travel. They synergize pretty well in the lineup. I mean, any global spell with any global team with the Ancient Apparition sort of synergizes well. And meanwhile, Loda and Milk managed to pick off Ars-Art in the jungle. I didn't really catch that. I couldn't really. Sorry for missing that. 21 kills in 15 minutes. Not as action-packed as the other game, but I should be catching more of these kills. I apologize. Or it might be too late to apologize. Meanwhile, Z-Mash dies. I guess it is too late to apologize, as Z-Mash managed to pick up a kill on Dendi, and Zar came through with the assist. So, right now, I think I'm just going to follow the Loda cam. Where's Loda? Find the Loda. It's like, where's Waldo? Except, where's Loda? There's Loda. Looks like Loda's probably going to teleport back home. He's level 11, so he probably has 1 level in rearm, a couple levels in March, maxed laser, maxed rockets, standard Tinker build. He looks like he might pick up a magic wand. Yeah, he picked up a magic wand, keeps his mantles to get a higher mana pool, so he can do more when he goes in. And Ars-Art with a nice swap, but Playmate was invisible, and they just sort of rape Ars-Art in the face. Meanwhile, Chaos Knight manages to land a stun on Loda. Loda rearms, and wow, that might be the best black hole of all time, catching exactly 0 people in a in a battle with at least 4. But that black hole didn't catch anything. Loda did die, and he's laughing. Maybe he's laughing at Enigma's black hole, or he's rage laughing at the fact that he died. But he did die. Meanwhile, Playmate picks off Dread, and Playmate managed to pick up a triple kill, so well played by Playmate. Well played, Playmate. Playmate in his Playboy mansion, banging blonde chicks in the grotto, smoking a cigar with Hugh Hefner, wearing a bathrobe, doing all that, not giving a shit. So Lycanthrope is going to go for the Aegis. Lycanthrope is only level 9, 17 minutes in the game, which is really not. Make decoy action, Milk Rush. So it is imperative that the Scourge play the decoy role extremely effectively as Milk rushes. And look at Roshan's HP. It goes down by quite a lot. But Milk, level 9, 17 minutes in the game. But when Enigma is the Jack and all your creeps in the jungle, and that's sort of what you expect. What's Milk's score? Milk is at 1-1-3. So he hasn't died too much, but he hasn't got much farm at all. He's not getting much farm at all. Loda picked up Null Talisman and Smoke Deceit. Probably going for more ganks. Clearly going for more ganks. Excuse me, I almost had to sneeze right there. I hate that feeling. I mean, that's sort of a universal feeling of hatred. When you're about to sneeze and you feel like, oh, I'm about to be relieved of all this pressure building up in my sinuses. Wow. Nice play by Z-Mash picking off Dendi. I didn't really see why Dendi was so low, but man, my map awareness is pretty terrible in this game. I apologize. I'm just sort of rambling on. I promise in the next sort of serious match that I will be much more aware, or probably awake. I didn't really get as much sleep as I wanted to last night, and it's sort of, I'm pretty hungry, and it's basically lunchtime, so excuses. But hopefully you guys are enjoying the game nonetheless. You're seeing Loda, you're seeing Milk, you're seeing Playmate, you're seeing Dendi, and you're seeing Dread and Ars-Art. So it's pretty star-studded pub game by the Europeans. Yeah, so Scourge have the lead, and they picked off the Aegis. And Lycanthrope is only going to get stronger and stronger. And Tinker, once he gets items, is going to get stronger. And when they put a ganking and not farming Chaos Knight on there, Playmate hits a nice shackle shot, and an Ice Blast manages to pick off Dread. And Ars-Art comes in to sort of help his captain in real life. But Enigma dies. Banana gets a double, or Banana manages to get a double kill with his AA blast, and it's not looking good for Scourge. In retrospect, it might not be the best idea to give Vengeful Spirit the farm while your Chaos Knight and your Earthshaker go roam. I mean, Earthshaker probably use farm a bit more effectively than Vengeful Spirit in the early game. I mean, with the Blink Dagger, Earthshaker's an absolute terror. He's absolutely terrifying. He's terrifying, as Charles Barkley would say. He is terrifying. Meanwhile, Lycan is doing his typical lycanthrope thing, juggling in a trillion places at once and being a boss. But Lycanthrope's so cute when he goes to dual form. He's just a doggy. He's a doggy, and he just wants to give your face a nice tongue licking and wags his tail, and he chews off your face and kills you. So he's not the most. He's sort of like a rabid dog. He should get a skill called Rabid instead of Silver. I mean, bears don't really need to be rabid in order to strike fear into your heart. Wolves slash dogs are only really scary when they're rabid. Looks like Loda's gonna get swapped again, and looks like he's probably gonna die. And in fact, they insta-give him. So Loda's a little puzzled. He says, maybe I shouldn't have been pushing so far into enemy territory without vision. Oi oi LL, or level 11 VS. Oh, so the increased swap drain was pretty significant in that. And Dread stuns a Loda illusion, saying, "Fuck off, Tinker illusions. You're very annoying." Yeah. I'm not really being very coherent today. I'm just sort of saying so and sort of several hundred times. But I promise in my next cast it'll be more coherent than this. But I just sort of want to have a laid-back, easy game where people look like they're having fun. There's a lot of all chat. I'm not catching all of the chat, but Dread manages to get stunned, gets cold-feeted, and it looks like he's going to get frozen. He does get frozen. Enigma gets a decent black hole, manages to catch 3 people, and it looks like A will die, but Loda comes in, gets a double kill right off the bat, teleporting in onto a wolf or a creep, and Melk and Loda will just clean up house. So they Sentinel trade 3 for 2, which is, of course, a very bad trade, and the 2 carries didn't die. Actually, the 3 main farmers, Windrunner, Tinker, and Lycanthrope, all lived. So, yeah, looking very bad for Sentinel. I mean, we could check out creep stats a little bit. I mean, the highest in the game is Dendi with 96, and for Shadow Fiend in 22 minutes, that's not really too impressive. And, I mean, Playmate has more than Loda, which is shocking, because Loda AFK farms all day. This isn't really a farming game. This is more of a kill everything and make sure you don't come back alive to breathe sort of game. And my voice is cracking, so I'm going to take another sip. So Vengeful Spirit, not using the farm to the best of her ability, has Phase Roots and Dust. And Dendi doesn't even have BKB 23 minutes in. That's pretty terrible. Playmate goes to her Shackle Shot, but misses, and Earthshaker is going to wander in. Not wander in too close. I mean, Lycan has a Sange or Sange, and he still has the Aegis, and he does a lot of DPS. Meanwhile, Windrunner picked up a Lothar's Edge and is going to go for an Invis Gang, looking for a perfect Shackle Shot position on the Enigma. Nice Shackle Shot on the Enigma, and the Wolves are doing a lot of damage, and Lycanthrope and Tinker got Tinker with the KS with the rockets. And looks like Vengeful Spirit is going to go down, and Earthshaker tries to get an ultimate, but Sand King follows up with a nice ultimate, and Playmate manages to live, so Milk gets a double kill, Loda managed to pick up a kill, and 3 people died, and looks like this tower is pretty free. Meanwhile, Force Staffed into the Chaos Knight, and Sand King gets a stun, gets a couple hits, and Loda managed to pick up a last hit, so Loda managed to go with the refreshing Force Staff build, which I think is a bit better than sort of a Blink Dagger Tinker in the last game. Although, that worked pretty well as well. Tinker is a pretty fun hero to watch, unless it drags out to past 40 minutes where he becomes boring as hell to watch, because you can't push against me or else I'll take all your towers. That's basically what Tinker does. But in the early game, Tinker is fun to watch, and with the Blink Dagger or Force Staff, he becomes exponentially more fun to watch. Meanwhile, Ancient Apparition also picked up Force Staff to farm, and Scourge picked up a tower somewhere. They picked up a tower, I don't know. Meanwhile, Playmate and Milk and Sand King picked off Dendi. A lot of picking on. They're picking on and they're picking off. They're picking on the Sentinel while they're picking off their heroes. A little bit of wordplay right there. Wordplay. Not as similar to foreplay, but it's alright. It's alright sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta play a bit with your words before you play a bit with you're anyway. Wolves are gonna scout. They're gonna trap the Enigma, and Enigma has been creep blocked and has to kill the wolves. Alright, fuck. Alright, anyway, Loda and Milk are just totally stomping the Sentinel into oblivion, and this looks to be pretty much over. Very well played by the Scourge, I suppose. I mean, yeah. Of course, Sentinel sort of let them off by having their Vengeful Spirit take most of the farm, and when Dendi doesn't have a BKB 25 minutes in the game, that's certainly not going to help matters for the Sentinel as well. And it looks like A is just going to fight the Shadow Fiend. When your A can sort of 1v1 the Shadow Fiend and probably expect to win, you know things aren't going to go very well for your team. Enigma, not really close to Dagger. He's sort of warding. He picked up an Ogrex for a bit of health, but Ogrex won't really help when Lycanthrope is sort of eating your face. And of course, the double force staff on the Sentinel side. Playmate comes in with the Lothars. Probably gonna pick off Dendi. Let's see if Dendi gets picked off again. I predict a rage quit, just a solid straight up rage quit. And Sand King and Playmate. Looks like no, Loda couldn't get the KS, but Sand King and Playmate managed to pick off Dendi, and I sense very much so that a rage something will happen. I mean, Dendi's 3-7 and he has no BKB. Looks like Playmate wants to sort of end this game. He says go. So, looks like, yeah. Loda teleports in. Sentinel back up. Can't really fight. Let's check out the Chaos Knight's items. He has a Belt Giant Strength, which is extremely useful. Playmate has an Ultimate Orb. Malk is creeping in the woods. He's being a creeper. Doing the creep. Spreading creep. Looks like Playmate is trying to look for somebody to assassinate. Milk gets stunned for 4 seconds. This might be a chance, but Milk still has the Aegis. Ice Blast, rockets, killing everything. Milk turns into a wolf. He's gonna eat everything. He's gonna eat Dread. Dread says, smiley face, I love this hero. He's saying Lycanthrope is an extremely balanced and fair hero, and I totally agree. Nice blinking by the Sand King. Sand King gets a nice ultimate off. Nice, very well played by the Scourge. And GG, well played by Dread. Yeah. So that's going to end this recording. A relatively short game, under 30 minutes. But I guess Sentinel loved playing against Lycanthrope too much that they sort of orgasmed from pleasure from playing against Lycanthrope. And they kept him down pretty well, but Milk just was like, lol, I'll jungle up everything. I mean, despite Milk's early level deficit, he's ahead of all the Sentinel levels by a minimum of 2. So that shows you the power of Lycanthrope. That shows you the power of global ganks with an ancient apparition. That shows you the power of Loda. Loda, who finished 11-3, picked up Eul's 4 staff. Obviously ended early. So thanks for watching. I'm probably gonna cast another game within the next 2 days. So I'm not gonna probably post this on Dota commentaries forums because it's not really that most high skilled. But I might post it in my Ghost of Gamers thread. So please check that out if you enjoy it. Alright, couple of things to notice in my next commentary. I'm gonna cut back on the amount of times to say so or sort of or ass rape or things like that. I definitely noticed that I said so a lot. I'm gonna try to improve my minimap awareness, and I'll try to cast a more high-skilled Dota game. And hopefully you enjoyed my introduction. If you want to check out the song, the link's in the description to my friend's SoundCloud page. And if you like, please follow him on SoundCloud if you like his music. I'm sure he would appreciate that very much. So thank you for watching, and have a fantastic rest of the week.